the past decade, Zambia has experienced some of the worst load shedding, with the country experiencing power outages of up to 20 to 22 hours. But Zambia's load shedding is not something new. It's something that dates back to the 2000s, but kept getting worse over time. In the mid-2000s, Zambia's power system started showing cracks. At the time, it wasn't obvious. The lights still worked most days. Electricity was largely reliable, and few people imagined power cuts would become normal life. But behind the scenes, demand was rising fast. Cities were growing, more and more homes connected to the grid, businesses were expanding, mines were drawing more power. By 2006 to 2007, Zambia experienced its first planned load shedding. It wasn't widespread, it wasn't constant, but it was a warning. The country's electricity demand had begun to outpace reliable supply. For years, the system held on. Hydropower carried the load. Then came 2015. A major drought hit southern Africa. Water levels at the Kariba and Kafue dropped sharply. Electricity generation fell. Load shedding stopped being temporary. It became scheduled, daily, and unavoidable. From that point on, electricity in Zambia was no longer guaranteed. It became something people planned around. So how did a country rich in rivers reach this point? And how much power does Zambia actually need to keep the lights on? Zambia is blessed with water. Our rivers power some of the biggest hydroelectric stations in the region: Kariba, Kafue Gorge, Victoria Falls. Because of this, Zambia has built electricity systems mainly around hydropower. On paper, the country has close to 4,000 megawatts of installed electricity capacity. That's the total amount our power stations can produce under perfect conditions. On paper, that should be enough. At peak times, when homes, businesses, mines and schools, hospitals and markets are all using electricity, Zambia needs around 2,400 to 2,600 megawatts of power. That's the real number. That's what it takes to keep the country moving without interruptions. If Zambia could consistently produce that amount, load shedding wouldn't be normal life. But consistency is where the system breaks. Hydropower depends on water, and water levels depend on rainfall. When the rainy season is good, power production improves. When rainfall is low, everything changes. In dry seasons and during droughts, Zambia's actual power generation can drop to 1,300 to 1,800 megawatts, sometimes even lower. That's hundreds of megawatts below what the country needs. So even though Zambia has enough power stations, it doesn't always have enough water to run them. And when supply can't meet demand, power has to be shared. That's load shedding. Load shedding isn't just about inconvenience, it's about livelihoods. Small businesses slow or shut down completely. Even big industries feel it. Mines slow production. Factories cut shifts. Every power cut quietly costs the economy money. And for households, it means higher expenses. Generators, solar backups. Electricity becomes something you pay for twice. So, is Zambia running out of power? Not exactly. Zambia doesn't lack energy resources. It lacks reliable power generation. It relies too much on one source: water. Climate change is making rainfall less predictable. Droughts last longer, and demand keeps growing as the population increases and cities expand. More people, more businesses, more devices, same rivers. That imbalance is the real issue. To power the country properly, Zambia needs at least 2,600 megawatts of dependable electricity every single day. That means diversifying energy sources. Solar makes sense. Zambia has sunshine almost all year. Thermal power can stabilize the grid. Better transmission lines can reduce losses. Energy storage can help balance supply and demand. This isn't about abandoning hydropower. It's about supporting it. Rivers alone can't carry a growing nation. The good news is that Zambia has options. Solar projects are expanding. Private producers are entering the market. Regional power trading is increasing. The question is not whether Zambia can power itself. Zambia has the resources. What is missing is consistency. Because development doesn't wait for rain, businesses don't pause for droughts. And the modern economy can't run on hope alone. Until electricity is reliable, growth will always be slow when the lights go out. And that's the real cost of power shortages in Zambia.